I am aware that I look like I am very desperate to be taken into Norwegian society, but you know, my hair is finally long enough to be able to wear it in sort of a Scandinavian style ponytail, I suppose. And this, the jumper I'm wearing is just a leftover from a hike Signe and I did this afternoon, and I haven't taken it off, and I'm also not going to take out the ponytail. So we're going to embrace the pseudo-Norwegian look for today. Hello people of YouTube and welcome to the monthly review of January 2018. A very happy new year. That might be a little bit too late. So first up, and this is going to sound a little bit New Year's resolution-y, I have started meditating, I have started working out, and I have done a month of vegetarian eating together with Signe. However, this didn't quite come forth out of a New Year's resolution. I am definitely not really a person for New Year's resolutions. I've always found them a bit nonsensy. This has more come forth out of something I've been talking about for a few months now, and that is that I've been lacking motivation and willpower a little bit over the last year-ish, and that I am properly working to get out of that personal rut, if you will. So the first thing, the vegetarian eating, was just sort of for the sake of experiment. It was kind of fun to see how Signe and I would both deal with a month of not eating meat, and personally I wasn't really bothered by it at all. My one problem for going vegetarian permanently is I love steak. I also love chicken and pork, and you know, I just love the taste of meat, which is slightly sad. So in the future my goal is kind of to be a half-hearted vegetarian. I'll keep eating meat but for only like 1 or 2 days per week, or something along those lines. Then the second thing is meditation. Now, meditation is not something I've been familiar with at all, and this month was kind of the first month I started looking into it, because I was looking into methods of sort of coming to peace with one's own mind and getting out of personal ruts, like I have been talking about, getting my motivation back, clearing space in my mind. And I've always thought in the past that meditating is kind of a religious practice, like praying would be, and I don't know where I got that, but it's not at all true. I might make a separate video on it. Anyway, I started meditating with this app called Headspace. I've had a lot of ads on YouTube for Headspace, so you might know what Headspace is all about already. It's a very nice app. I did the 10 trial days, and after that I sort of continued by myself, just putting on a playlist of deep focus music and sitting there, clearing my mind, focusing on myself, if you will. And then the last self-improvement thing is the working out, because, you know, healthy body, healthy mind, I suppose. I've never really enjoyed working out. I've never really enjoyed running or any type of sport, if you will, but for some reason this month I've properly started enjoying it. I'm not going out running because it's winter, it's snowy, it's slippery, it's very dangerous to run outside now. But instead what I'm doing is rope jumping, which has been going quite okay, and also like push-ups and sit-ups and some old practice things I remember from my ice skating training that I did a couple of years ago. So yeah, that's been going quite well, and I can feel myself improving in the physical department ever so slightly. Right, so I feel like talking about that has already lasted way longer than I wanted to. That was the short-ish bit on personal improvement. You will hear more about that, I suppose, in the following months, if I can keep this sort of thing up over the following months. Then onto the things I've actually been doing in January. The first thing is halfway throughout the month, I went to Oslo for 1 day. Now, Oslo is in Norway, obviously. Trondheim, the place where we live, is in Norway, but Norway is quite a large country, so this was the first time I've had to fly from one place to another and then back in 1 day, just as like a sort of commute, which felt really, really strange. I've never flown to and from one place in 1 day before. And the reason I went to Oslo was for work. I had a small filming assignment at the Oslo Central Station, which indeed did make me feel quite professional and adulty. Then I've also been at home in the Netherlands for a week between the 28th and the 4th of February, but we'll just wrap this into the January monthly review. I was in the Netherlands for two-ish reasons. Actually, one primary reason and one secondary reason. The first reason was for my graduation talk. I have finally graduated from my communications bachelor at the Hanze University of Applied Sciences in Groningen, and I am very relieved. I think the personal pride of finishing my education will come later. I'm mostly relieved at this point to just have it over and done with. I am now officially a communications bachelor. And then the secondary reason is because it was also my birthday. On the 31st of January, I turned 22, which, if I may say so myself, I think is a little bit old. And it's always quite lovely to celebrate my birthday in the Netherlands. I don't think for as long as I've lived here in Norway, which has been about 2.5 years now, I've not celebrated my birthday here yet. I've always happened to be at home, which I personally think has been really quite nice. It's just lovely to have your family around for your birthday. It's just a slight shame that Signe can't be there pretty much every time. But you know, that is life when you live abroad, I guess. But my birthday does very nicely tie into my favorites for this month. I really have gotten some very lovely gifts from everyone. First of all, the Nick Valentine pop vinyl that I think I showed you last month already was a gift from Signe, and she also gave me a shirt from Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is very lovely. Then I got a camera strap, a very, very lovely camera strap from the Dutch gang. I got a university jumper from my dad, which was actually for my graduation and not for my birthday, but it's very lovely nonetheless. And my very favorite thing is I got a keyboard from my mom for my birthday and my graduation combined. And it is a Logitech G810, and that is my favorite object for this month, my new keyboard. And just let me geek out for a second, okay? It's a full-sized keyboard. It's very nice and stealthily designed black, but it does have RGB backlighting, and it has these lovely mechanical Romer G switches. I don't know if that says or means anything to you whatsoever, but to me this is a very, very lovely upgrade from the 25 euro keyboard I have made do with for the past 4 years. So yeah, Logitech G810. Very, very nice. So I'll stop geeking out now, and I guess I'll stop talking altogether, because that was it for the monthly review of January 2018. I am not quite sure what the monthly review of February is going to look like, because we're quite deep into February already, and not a metric ton has happened yet, although there is one very exciting event happening at the end of this month. I'm not quite sure how much I can say or show of that, so that will have to wait until the end of February. Probably early March is when the video will come out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching for now, and don't forget to, of course, press some of the positive buttons down below, and I will see you next time. Ciao!